Kara.
Wait, I have been playing with this screen all day, trying to get all the little logos in and everything. There we go.
You look absolutely stunning. Who are you wearing, Kathy?
I am wearing Kendra Scott, and they let me on the cruise. I have my Maui Jims down here, right here.
Are you dressed from the neck down, or are you just in sweat from the neck down?
No, darling, I even put a bra on.
Look at you.
But you know what, how I've spent the afternoon? I downloaded my information. I am ready to go to.
Either I or you have lost.
I downloaded the information on the yachts and the real-time meeting planner. And I say we go to Greece.
I say so. I wore my outfit today.
See, I knew you would. And I think that we should do our next connoisseurs on a Ritz-Carlton yacht to Greece.
Yeah, tell Andrea. We're talking about that.
I wondered where she was. Okay, I don't have my glasses.
Wait.
Hey, Andrea. I loved all the information. It was awesome. Awesome.
Good.
So I was pretending like I was sitting in the Ritz-Carlton lounge. I may steal some of their pens.
You got reading?
And a couple of playing cards I have from the Ritz-Carlton. And Carol, if we're going to go to Greece, we need Zambuca.
We do.
Lots of Zambuca. But I've got my mink behind me because it might be more than a 7-day cruise. So, But I have to put my glasses on so Kelly can take in the full video.
You just now, Kathy, look. I know that you say you don't know how to do a selfie, but you have to just turn your camera around on yourself and do a selfie. It's beautiful today.
Good. I can do a selfie, but how do I get my background?
Well, I don't know. You have to. That's a very good question. I don't know.
You can take a screen grab of your computer screen.
There you go.
Okay, how do I do that?
I can just, if you smile, I can do it for you.
Oh, well, hold on. Let me make sure we get the Ritz-Carlton in there.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Cheese.
Cheese.
Oh,
Done. I'll send that to you.
Yes.
Who else? Kara is back in her usual cutish little get up there. What's going on, Kara?
Well, I was trying to do a Gilligan's Island theme, but I don't have red hair or a red wig. So my name today is Ginger Ale. And I did have some sequin and some pearl action and a real hibiscus from our yard. So
that's beautiful.
But
I'm not sure Andrea really loves the reference of a shipwreck, a shipwreck in any sport.
Well,
like,
no, but glamour.
Stay away from Titanic as well as a theme, but
it's glamorous.
I didn't know if you could see my tiara.
You girls look fantastic. No kidding. And Rita Ayers, I see Rita Ayers. She's got her first mate's little hat on. What's going on, Rita?
Well, listen, there's lots going on. There is actually sunshine in Florida and no rain.
Good. Well, that's something because I think Louisiana and Texas are getting it all.
Oh, listen, I feel so sorry for those people.
I know, me too. Well, you have a cute little Gilligan-y type of outfit on today.
Well, listen, I'm trying.
Good girl.
But I just didn't have time to get the backdrop. So.
Well, that's okay. You can work on, I would say you can work on that while Andrea talks, but that's really rude. So
Not nice, but okay.
Marika, another good effort on your part. Hey, Marika.
Oh, hola.
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 What's going on?
The Greek islands?
Yeah. That's nice.
I love the Greek islands.
Beautiful sunset there.
I love Candy Fagan. She's got a videographer.
Speak to us, Candy. We haven't seen you in a while, and I love that you're dressed up today. What's going on?
To go home of kiwi right now.
Kiwi. Oh wow! Look at that hat. Is marvelous.
Yes, we're all set up.
Where are you? This is luscious and fantastic. Where are you?
Kiwi. We're at the Sea of Kiwi.
Kiwi. Oh, you're in South Carolina on a palm-laden couch with some flamingo statues and some, wow. And a signal flag thing with your name on it. I'm loving that. no,
I want to be Candy Fagan when I grow up.
I know. I want to live at Kiwi too. And only have to work part-time. That's what I want.
I love that. She brings her videographer with her.
Yeah, that's got to be good.
I hope he's bringing her drinks at the same time.
Well, look. Are we on?
I don't know if you could see, but
Who
this
has
is
a
Candy.
drink today, rather than Kathy with her aquavit? Who has a drink? No, Kathy has her ouzo. What is it that they drink in Greece?
Uzo.
Ouzo, yeah. You look like the queen of the prom here. But I don't think you're actually drinking that. I'm just not sure about it.
Really? Really?
It's Gatorade in disguise, like last week.
Gotta like licorice.
You do. You do gotta like licorice. Who else has got something going on today?
It looks like Tina Weedy's got staff happening. I've got Tina Weedy in one box and then a group of Tina Weedy
Oh, because Tina
two
Weedy-
in another box.
All right.
Yeah, that's because she didn't join us here in the conference room.
Well, it was because they were tardy. So
Yeah.
leave
No.
my office and I'm going in there.
No. You could have set this up in your own conference room where we could have joined you.
Did you bring an outfit to work today, Barbara?
Don't go there.
I think somebody lost on the 5-hour virtual cruise.
We did have an outfit that we were going to be today, and I'll explain it to you, even though we will not win. So we were going to be high tea on the high sea.
Okay.
And Barbara was dressed up as a bottle of champagne, as an hors d'oeuvre, and Leanne was dressed up as a cupcake.
Well, what happened to that idea? Did you guys just all leave your outfits at home, or did you go?
Barb can't find her outfit.
Okay.
Andrea, how are you in the owner's suite?
Wow, you like that?
I do. I like that.
She does her homework.
When I was looking over the accommodations, I said, owner's suite. Yep.
Yeah. That's the one that I'm going to stay in one day.
Yeah, one day.
Oh,
Well, looks fantastic. Oh, and I think David Fredericks, our Senior Director of Meetings and Incentives, has joined us as well.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, David. How are you? Welcome to Crazy Town.
I love it. I love it. I love it. This is a way to get us through the week. We
build our week around this experience, don't we, girls and boys?
Cheers to that.
This is such a fun bunch.
Yeah, we like to think so.
Thank you, everyone, for being here. We're going to go ahead and kick things off. I think we've heard from a lot of you who have dressed up. I love your effort. And for those of you who are joining us for the first time, welcome. This is a weekly thing with us. We take these real-time retreats every Wednesday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time to our destination partners' wonderful locations. Today, we're highlighting the lovely and new Ritz-Carlton Yacht Collection. Just a couple of little housekeeping things. We ask that you keep yourself muted if you are not speaking. And if you have any questions for Andrea while we're going through here, please put them in the chat box and I will moderate those at the end and make sure that she answers everything. Let's see. I'm wondering if there's if there's anyone here who's brand new who'd like to say hello.
Please do. Say hi if you're new. I think there's some new people on this call.
Yeah.
Don't be shy. We don't,
I'm
you don't get a second chance.
I'm not new, but I've been on, this is the first time I've been on these calls. I actually have a group
new then. That counts.
Yeah, that's looking to do a cruise, and I thought this is a perfect way to find out about the new Ritz-Carlton Unleashed luxury yacht.
Fantastic.
Candy. We'll hope you be back, Candy. That's really cool. I don't know what those are. Mardi Gras beads or something. Bubbles.
I got it all here.
You do. Whatever the theme, you got something.
Party in a glass.
Right.
Who else is a first timer? We want to know you, so speak up. Everybody? Okay.
All right. Well, Carol, I will hand it over to you.
Okay. Well, I want to jump ahead a little bit ahead on the prize game, just because it's easier to do this now than it is to wait. We like to award the first 5 of people to log in after 3:55, so you're not there too early. And we ask our host to help us by providing a lovely prize. And today, I believe Andrea is going to give everybody, this is something that I got at IMEX last year that I really, really love. It's a blue leather Ritz-Carlton Yacht Collection journal. It's just super scrumptious and a beautiful color. And Andrea would like to send one of those to the following people. So please maybe email Whitney with your mailing address. Is that how we're handling this, Whitney?
That's what we're going to do. And I'm going to put my email address in the chat box for everyone.
So email Whitney at retreatsresources.com, your physical mailing address. You'll make sure Andrea gets it. So the first 5 after 3:55 this week are Ryan Heron, Laura Snyder, Mary Fowler, Joanna Finch, and Mary Hogan. So congratulations to you all and enjoy your beautiful journals. Having said that, I wanted to take the chance now to introduce you to the lovely Andrea Breens from the Ritz-Carlton Yacht Collection, a brand new product on the incentive market. I'm super excited myself to see what her presentation has to say. I believe that the first of their yachts is being launched next year. I want to tell you that in an attempt to stay ahead of the curve, I had trouble getting an appointment with these folks at 2 IMEXs in a row. They were such in high demand, and so many people wanted to know a little bit more about what they're doing with this yacht collection. So I'm extremely happy to be able to bring Andrea to you through this virtual marketplace and this virtual experience so that she can share with you what the yacht experience has in store as a completely different level of luxury on the seas. Nobody loves yachting any more than I do. Nobody loves the parts of the world they're going to any more than I do. So I'm just super excited to have Andrea with us. So Andrea, take it away.
Thank you, Carol and Whitney. I'm really excited to be here today. You know, I got the pleasure of meeting Carol a few weeks ago when I was reaching out to our customers, and she asked if I would host one of these with you all, and I immediately said yes, and it took so long until now to get an appointment. So happy to be here, and with David as well, our new Senior Director of Meetings and Incentives, and hope we can, you know, share as much information with you all about our yacht, and then answer any questions that you all might have, and hopefully work with you guys in the next months.
Andrea, I don't know if you guys heard me. I know my video's not working, but I'm here with you also. Angela Composto, Senior Vice President of Sales and Marketing, and thank you everyone for having us.
What an honor. Thank you so much for being with us.
Yes, lovely.
Awesome. So this is our sales team. So Angela just spoke, and David spoke a little bit ago, and myself, and this is our contact information. And we will share this presentation with you all afterwards as well so that you can have it. And this is our fabulous yacht. As Carol mentioned, she will be launching next year in April of 2021 in the Mediterranean. And it has 149 suites, and we can accommodate 298 guests at full capacity. So she is being built right now, and we are really excited to have her launch next year. And of course, we are the Ritz-Carlton brand. So if you are familiar with the Ritz-Carlton and the service that they provide in their land-based properties, you will also have that legendary service on board the yacht. And of course, our crew to guest ratio is unlike in the industry. It's almost 1-to-1. So you can experience that personalized service that you are familiar with. And of course, with the times that we are in right now, we know it is very much in everyone's mind what the space is like on board. And because we are a luxury product, we do have one of the highest guest to space ratios out there right now. So you can see, compared to other lines, we have about 1 to 88.9 square feet per guest on board Evrima. And of course, our health and safety, because we are in that unique space right now where we haven't began sailing, we're working really closely with our public health consultants and monitoring the CDC and the guidelines and other cruise lines that are opening up now. And we are, making our process based on that feedback and what we are getting from the local advisories. So what our experience is going to be like is not only a luxury yacht experience, but it's also all inclusive. You're going to have that Ritz-Carlton standard that we so love. We have multiple dining venues, and I'm going to share with you all of those. We have about 7, so quite you know, a lot of options for our guests when they're on board. All of our accommodations, I'm going to show you some videos of each of those different accommodations that we have on board. They all have their own private terrace, so you can enjoy relaxing out on your terrace while watching the water. Our unique Marina platform at the back of the yacht, where our guests will be able to dive into the ocean in certain ports, as well as use our complimentary water sports toys. A variety of social spaces that you guys can host your meetings and incentives on board, as well as cocktail receptions. I'm going to show you all of those spaces. And then we'll kind of get into our itineraries and talk about how we have that yachting pace. So it's not your typical cruise. You're going to really enjoy being in the destinations that we travel to. And then we have our curated and immersive destination experiences, which is our shore excursions. So for dining, as I mentioned, we have 7 of them, and all of them are all included except for the 2 that are on the lower level there, which is sea and dining privé. But before I get into those, I want to talk about our open seating concepts, and that's Mistral, Talat Nam, the pool house, and the Evrima room. Evrima room is our largest restaurant on board. So very different to our to other cruise lines where you have one large restaurant where you can seat all of your guests. We don't have that on board the yacht. So our largest restaurant is the Evrima room, which can sit 141 guests. So when we do have our meeting and incentive planners who come to us and have clients that need to have a gala dinner to sit down, although we can't accommodate that in the typical sense or in the regular sense that you would do it, we do love to say that we can think outside of the box and personalize that experience for you all and do something different, whether that's a dine around experience at all of the restaurants, or because of our unique opportunity that we have with the Marriott brand, we can port in a local destination and go to a land-based property and do a dinner on land and then come back onto the ship and do a really great evening reception. So we do have some options there, and we're always looking for different ideas and thoughts of how we can break that mold. And then for our lighter bites, we do have the bar, the living room, and the Marina terrace, where we'll have lighter food and fare, or coffees and teas, or high tea as well. And then our specialty restaurants, we have 2. So C stands for Sven Elderfeld Aboard, and Sven is a Michelin-starred chef who is located at the Ritz-Carlton in Wolfsburg, Germany. And if you've ever been there, that's where the Volkswagen, I forgot the word, but the museum is there, and you can actually see where they build all the cars, as well as Porsche and other brands. It's a great property. And in the hotel, they have Aqua, and he will bring his concept on board the yacht, and it'll be a 5-course wine paired dinner where all the wines will come from our upgraded wine list. It's really incredible. And then it's 28 seats, so it's very intimate in size. And then dining privé is our private dining space within the Evrima room, where you can customize a menu for up to 10 guests, as well as use this space as a breakout room or a meeting room. And these are just some great little snapshots of these spaces. This is Mistral. It's going to be an outdoor grill. Talat Nam, our Asian fusion restaurant. And most of our dining rooms have indoor and outdoor seating as well. This is the pool house, which is adjacent to our main pool.
Gorgeous.
And this is the Evrima room. And you will notice that throughout all of our public spaces, none of our venues are really meant to feel overwhelming. We wanted our guests to feel like they were on their own personal yacht or at a Ritz-Carlton residence. So they are very intimate. Even though it is a large restaurant that can seat 140, the spaces are intimate in of themselves. And this is dining privé, which is our private dining space. And our wine vault, where we will host private events or wine tastings, chocolate pairings with wine, and all sorts of fun activities in this area. And this is the bar, which we call our champagne bar. And in that little picture window back there, that's actually the entrance into C, the specialty restaurant. And this is our living room where we will have evening entertainment, daily entertainment. Back there at the bar, you can have your coffees and teas throughout the day. And this is the Marina terrace. I really love this space. It's where we can host cocktail receptions in the evening for your clients. And it's right adjacent, right next to the Marina platform where our guests will be able to go into the water. And this is C. So you'll see it's very intimate, and it's the only restaurant that we will require reservations. For our charter clients, we can also do lunches, which will be a 3-course wine paired lunch, as well as for our incentive groups. We can do them during the day. So into our accommodations, I know this is a hot topic for a lot of our incentive agents and meeting planners, and they want to know what type of suites that we can offer them. So we do have 149. They have their own private terrace, and they are the highest percentage of larger suites within the cruising market. So I'm going to show you some videos here. Before that, I'm going to talk about what you get in all your suites. So regardless of your suite category, so from our top level to our entry level, you have your own private terrace, your double vanity bathroom, your espresso machines, your in-suite dining, 24 hours, that's complimentary, your complimentary Wi-Fi, all of your bedding, that's by Frette, which is also in all of the Ritz-Carlton properties on land. Your mini bar is provisioned to your guests' needs or what they would like. Your complimentary bottle of champagne upon arrival, all of your individual robe and slippers. And then what I just love is your personal concierge. So regardless of your suite category, our personal concierge will reach out to every guest prior to their arrival, and they're going to ask them how they would like their suite set up, if there's anything that they can have for them when they arrive. And then throughout their voyage, they will be there for them every step of the way to make reservations or anything that they would need. So this is our owner's suite, which is where my background is right now. So I'm currently sitting in our owner's suite. And we have 2 of these on board. They are roughly about 1,100 square feet on the interior space with an additional 600 square feet on the outer deck, private terrace. There is 2 full bathrooms. So there is a private bathroom in the entrance there for your guests that come, as well as the bathroom in the bedroom. On the outer terrace, you have a dining space, your private whirlpool, a seating area, and then you have these beautiful floor-to-ceiling glass windows that surround the entire bedroom. So you can really just take in that entire ocean view. So we're going to go into the bathroom here. And when I was speaking with Whitney yesterday, she just kind of mentioned how large the restrooms are in these suites. They are massive if you're used to cruising. So all of our categories, for the exception of the terrace suite, does have a full soaking tub as well as a standing shower. This is our view suite. Love the view suite. It has 2 styles of terraces here. So you have a full terrace in the dining room where you can go outside and lounge. And then when you go into the bedroom, you have a French balcony. So you can still open up those suites, those doors, and enjoy the view which is why it's called the view suite. And then you have your full bathroom with your soaking tub and your standing shower and your double vanity. And this is our loft suite. This is unique in the industry is that these are 2-level suites. So on the upper level on deck 5, you have an entrance, and you also have your private terrace as well as your dining room and your living room. And then when you go down the stairs, you go into your bedroom where you have your full bathroom and your soaking tub. So it's great for entertaining. If you have guests that come over, they can come and enjoy the upstairs without going into your own private bedroom downstairs. And into our grand suite. It's about the same size as our loft suite, but all on one level. So it does have its own private bedroom, but there's no powder room for your guests. A full terrace, of course, and then your soaking tub in the bedroom. But you'll see how spacious they are, and they really are just incredible in the way that they've been designed. They were all designed by Martina Zotero, who did the addition in Barcelona. You'll see this is the restroom here in the grand suite, very spacious. And then our signature suite is a same layout as our grand suite, just slightly smaller. So this is going to be our junior suite, but you still have your private dining space as well as your terrace, and your private bedroom with the bathroom as well. And then our terrace suite. So this is where we have the majority of the suites on board. We have 90 of these on board. This is typically where our incentive clients tend to book, because they are all the same. So we know that it's really important to have categories, enough of one category for those clients. This is the only suite that doesn't have that soaking tub as well as a private dining space. But if your guests do order in-suite dining, they will bring in a dining table for them to dine at. And then what I love about how we designed our yacht is our connecting and convertible suites. So a lot of times we have our charter clients that come to us and tell us that they don't need all 149 suites. And what's been great about our system that we have created is we can actually bring that suite count from 149 to 106. So instead of a connecting door like you have at a hotel, we have connecting walls. So the wall slides over. If you can see where the dining room is here, this whole wall will slide into the other one. And now it creates a much larger suite. And you can have either a 2-bedroom suite, or you can have a bedroom and a dining room. And how we do that is our innovative bed system, where the bed can actually lift up into the wall. It completely hides away, and you can bring down a dining room. So that's really great when you have a connection between the terrace and terrace suite, since that is the only one that doesn't have its own private dining space. And if you don't need the private dining space, if you just want to have extra living space, we can remove the dining table and you just have extra living space. And the marina. So the marina is what we like to say makes us a yacht. And here is where our guests will be able to utilize all of our complimentary water sports toys, everything that is non-motorized, so from kayaks to paddleboards, snorkel equipment, sailboats. If there is something that our clients would like that are motorized, so jet skis, we can work with a local tour operator to accommodate that. And of course, the marina is subject to weather and local authorities. And this is a video fly through of that space. And I love to show this one just because you can see the sheer size of just that platform there. And just imagine being in the Greek Isles and just, lounging there and having a drink in hand. And it's another great location that we can utilize for our groups to do cocktail receptions. We have a charter client that's going to be overnighting in Croatia. And in the evening, we're going to do a cocktail reception down here. So if you can just imagine the space there while they're looking the Montenegro landscape, it's absolutely beautiful.
Wow.
So, and then of course we wanted to make sure that the experience of our guests was luxurious from the start to the finish and everywhere in between. So when we do anchor the yacht, we want to make sure that our guests are getting into port in a luxurious fashion. So we took these tender boats that are from the yacht Eclipse, and we brought them on board Evrima. So we will have 4 of these. They go about 18 knots, and they are all air conditioned and have luxury interior. And in about an hour and a half, we can have the entire complement of the ship off into port and ready to go enjoy the day. So our public spaces, which we know is very important for our meetings and incentive clients. And they want to know where they can host a reception, where they can have a meeting, a breakout session. So all of our spaces, as I mentioned, have been designed to be very intimate, very relaxed, but also great for social activities. So starting from the first time that our guests will enter the yacht, they're going to enter through our security perimeter. So that beam is actually the security panel. And then that little box in the background, that's where their hand luggage is going to be scanned. And they come right on board and they enter into the living room, which is the first public space that our guests are going to enjoy. And they're going to be greeted by one of our ladies and gentlemen, by their personal concierge, and they will be asked to take a seat. They'll be asked for their drink of choice while their room is being ready. And as soon as it's ready, they'll be guided to their suite. And our largest public space on board the yacht is the observation lounge. And this space is great for our charter clients, our group clients, because we can have the entire complement of the yacht in this space when you open up all of the surrounding windows. So It's an indoor-outdoor space. It's all piped with audio-visual equipment, which is complimentary as well. So you'll see these floor-to-ceiling glass panels that surround the interior space can really just open up, and you have one large space that's absolutely stunning. So out here on the outer deck, you can have dance parties, you can have a band, you can have speeches, anything that is needed for your clients. And then for our smokers, we do have a humidor on board. There is no smoking on the outer decks, but there is this dedicated space on board. We're also going to be partnering with Davidoff Cigars. So those will be for purchase, as well as upgraded cognacs and whiskeys for your guests to enjoy. And of course, we all want to relax when we're on vacation and on a yacht, so that we will have a spa and wellness program. The design will be operated by the Ritz-Carlton. We have 5 treatment rooms. Both areas will be indoor and outdoor equipped. We will have a gym that is complimentary with group classes, or as well as private classes if they would like. And this is our entrance in the back behind the sculpture. That's going to be our relaxation lounge, where the guests can enjoy some relaxation while they wait for their treatment. Our treatment rooms, you can have your massage indoor or outdoor in complete privacy. And our spa terrace, where you can lounge after your treatment or take a splash in the splash pool here. All of our gym equipment is by, sorry, lost my voice there for a minute. This is all of our gym equipment, as well as the fitness studio where guests can enjoy fitness on demand. So on that screen, they'll be able to go in there. They select from hundreds of classes, and they can have a class on their own in the fitness studio. You'll have a barbershop and a beauty salon on board, of course. And of course, we have some meeting rooms for our meeting clients. They are not the largest. They can hold about 40 guests at one time, or we can split them and do 2 rooms at 18 capacity. So they're great for smaller meeting groups or for breakout sessions, but there are other rooms that we can use as well for our meeting clients. And this is a great recap of all of the public spaces that we have on board, from our restaurants to our public spaces and the capacities. And there are spaces on board the yacht that aren't typically open to our regular guests. So we have the bow of the yacht that we can use for our meetings and incentive clients. It can hold about 175 at standing capacity. So great space there to do a cocktail reception or even a meeting if needed. And we do have a Ritz Kids program on board as well. It is not part of the cruise fare, so it is something that is additional. But it's great for families that are coming on board. We will have 3 sessions, and all of the programming is going to be based around, the ocean life and yachting, and it's going to be really fun. And this is just a little snippet of what it's going to be about and the different activities that we will offer. And our itineraries, they are very relaxed. So it's not your typical cruise where you're going to be jumping from port to port and only having from 8 to 5 in that port. All of our voyages, they give you the ability to have, to come on board back to back without repeating a port. We also have a lot of overnights in our ports. We really want our guests to immerse themselves in the destinations that we visit, because that's why you're going on our yacht, not only to experience the yacht, but the locations that we go to. And because of how small we are able to go to other ports that most cruise lines aren't able to go to. And then our shore collection, which is our shore excursions, they're all designed at various interest levels and activity levels. So everything from sightseeing to cooking with the locals or doing something a little bit more active and hiking. We also have a concierge ashore who can customize arrangements for our charter and group clients. And because of the relaxed pace of our itineraries, and because we are in port longer, we're able to have a really unique enrichment and entertainment program. So we will have our own in-house quartet that will be available to entertain our guests throughout the day and every day. But we're also going to partner with local communities and local music houses to bring on that local entertainment a couple times during that voyage. So every voyage that you come on will have different entertainment. You're not going to have that same show that you had in the lounge. So because of that, we don't have a show lounge. We're going to have ambient entertainment all throughout the yacht. where your guests can really enjoy. And then for our charter and our group clients, we can customize that entertainment based on their needs. So if they wanted just a dance band one night, we're gonna look for that best local dance band to come on board. So into our itineraries and where we're going. So in 2021, we start out in April in the Mediterranean, and we will be there through September. And we're gonna head over to Canada, New England for fall foliage, and come down the eastern seaboard into the Caribbean for the winter months. And this is our voyage calendar for 2021. And we do have some great group opportunities available in 2021. We do not have charter opportunities in 21, but we do for our incentive groups. And these are just some of the highlights that we have here. A few of them are brand new voyages that we just released. Like there is this Venice to Dubrovnik 5-night voyage that's incredible. And we can pair that with a great 2-night pre-cruise or post-cruise event for you all. We also have a Rome to Marseille, 6 nights, or the Monaco Grand Prix, which is really interesting, or some great Caribbean voyages as well. And then in 2022, we will be doing a similar deployment as we did in 2021, but we will not be going to Canada, New England. Our guests, we saw that they were really hungry and eager to be in the Mediterranean, so we decided to stay there longer. And we'll be there through October of 2022, and then coming over to the Caribbean for the winter. And this is our voyage calendar, and we do have availability for groups on the majority of all of these voyages. And these are our 2022 charter opportunities, and we do have a few more off of this, but these are just some of the first few that we do have available. And I'm gonna get into why we just have these available in just a few minutes. But a lot of these 7-night voyages can be customized to be smaller or shorter in length, depending on your client's needs. So getting into, the big details here of charters and events on board of Rima. So with our full yacht buyouts, we do have a minimum of 5 nights required, and they can be as long as you would like. But we do have a no walk policy at the Ritz-Carlton Yacht Collection. And what that means is typically in cruise, you can go to the cruise line and ask them for any voyage that's out in the market, and they will remove that cruise from market, and the guests that are on that voyage are displaced to another cruise. Although, we understand why cruise lines do this, we feel that all of our guests are important, and we don't want to displace our guests because of a charter opportunity. So what we do is we hold back certain voyages from public view, and those are the voyages that we market for charter opportunities in certain years. Before our itineraries are launched to the public, we will hold those back. But going into like 2023, where we haven't released those voyages, that is completely customizable to our charter clients. So we can really customize the experience, the dates, the length, and the ports that we go to. But once our itineraries are released, those voyages are no longer available for charter. And then when it gets into our incentive groups, our minimum is 10 suites and our maximum is 30 suites. For every 10 suites that are confirmed, you do receive 1 complimentary tour conductor suite with a maximum of 2 complimentary suites. And then of course we have a group added value. So for every group that you do have, your guests will receive a $300 onboard credit that they can use towards whatever they would like, as well as a choice of either 1 2-hour cocktail reception, or they can split those 2 hours and do 2 1-hour receptions. And on the right-hand side here, you can see just a sample of what our payment schedule is and attrition schedule for our groups. For audiovisual is all included in the rate that we do provide you. Is there anything above and beyond this list? That would be an additional fee. But for the most part, we do have quite an expansive availability on board, and it's all included. And our dining hours, of course, this is just our dining hours. When we do have a charter, we can modify these as needed based on your group's needs. And then just something that I just like to go over with all of our clients that we speak to is, because we do say it's all inclusive, there's of course always things that are additional or an exception to the rule. So when you receive a quote from us for a charter, we do not include those port taxes and fees, because that's something that is, forgive me for my dog, she's barking. Our port taxes and fees are not included in our rates because those are determined based on the itinerary that we select. Every port is different. Every region is different. So we will provide you with a estimate, but they're not finalized until the end. In our contracts, there is language around fuel supplements, and this is something that is just in case if the cost of fuel goes up between the time that we have signed your contract to the time that we sail. If it increases more than 10%, there is a supplement fee that would be added. There is an upgraded wine list on board the yacht. Even though all of our beverages are included, there is a private reserve list for those guests that want to have something a little bit more ultra luxury, as well as our premium cigars and the humidor and the caviar tastings at the bar. You have C, which is that specialty restaurant that I mentioned that was not included. And this can be done on a buyout basis or can also be done on an individual basis, as well as dining privé. And then we do have complimentary Wi-Fi, which is for email and social media. But if you need upgraded Wi-Fi for streaming capabilities, that can be done again on a full ship buyout purpose or on a day-to-day per person option as well. All of your 80s included, but any upgrades would not be. And then your spa services, the salon services, that would be additional, as well as your onboard expenses, anything like your shore excursions, the Ritz Kids program, the boutique laundry services. We do have a laundrette on board where your guests can operate their own laundry or do their own laundry, but if they would like some dry cleaning, that would be additional. And then any pre-cruise expenses, anything from luggage handling, flights, hotels, and transfers, we can absolutely handle that for you. We do have our own in-house team, but that would be something that would be additional. And with that, I'm going to leave you with all of our social media handles. If you do not follow us, please do so, especially on LinkedIn. This is where we will share a lot of our meetings and incentives information. But if you don't follow us on the other handles, please do. There's always lots of new information that's going out there. And that's all I have.
That was fantastic, Andrea.
Thank you.
There are just a couple of questions.
Sure.
Katrina missed the Canada Northeast cruise dates. Could you give those to us again?
Of course. Let me go back to that slide. That's going to be in the fall months of 2021. That might be easier if I do this first. Let's see. You're thinking. Okay. So in 2021, we will be in Canada, New England from September 10th to October 22nd.
Okay, great. And also, are mini bar charges complimentary?
Yes.
So, okay. All
included.
Andrea, my question is, I didn't see Canada, or I didn't notice Canada, New England on your 2022 voyage calendar. Are you planning on going back there in 22, or is it just 21?
It's just 21.
Okay. Can you talk to us a little bit about the addition of additional yachts in your fleet? What the timetable is for those?
Of course. So in 2023, we will have our second yacht, and I believe 2024 will be our third yacht. Angela, correct me if I'm wrong here in that timeline. I sometimes get them confused.
Yeah, sorry. I couldn't get off of mute fast enough. That's correct. So in 2023, we'll take delivery of the number 2, and then she will come out, the other yachts will come out basically a year after one another. Right now, we like to say we have 3 on deck, could be more. Could be other products as well. So with this brand, of course, there's lots and lots of opportunity. And so we're thrilled at customers like yourself. Of course, the discerning traveler has really seen this as a wonderful opportunity to continue what they know of the brand on land and take it to sea. So we have big plans for future yachts.
Would you include, are you talking about including Canada and New England in those itineraries with the additional yachts that you're bringing on?
Sure. I think my video finally came back on. It's been one struggle after another with this Wi-Fi today. Yeah, so what ended up happening was when we put out the calendar, and we, when you're sailing Canada and New England, there's a very definitive time period in which when you can go, right? The fall foliage cruises. And then the cruise makes its way down the eastern seaboard and begins the winter Caribbean sailing season. season, boat season, to be able to come Atlantic and do that. But our customers, you know, we could sell Mediterranean 4 times over. If it was a year-round destination, it would be wonderful because everyone wants to go to the Mediterranean with this yacht. So we had to make a decision in 2022 to say, okay, we will extend the Mediterranean season as far out as we can, which is in essence October, start motoring over doing the transatlantic, but then you have to go right to the Caribbean. But when you have second and third yachts, then you have more
That's exactly right. Thank you. I look forward to that too. That's great.
Andrea, we had a question of, did I see that the maximum number of rooms we can book is between 10 and 30 or a complete charter?
Right. So with our incentive groups, our minimum is 10, maximum is 30, and no more than 2 groups per voyage. And we do this right now because we don't know what it's going to be like life on board with groups and how they impact the other guests. So until we start sailing, we really can't say if we will increase that number or decrease that number, depending on how they work. You know, every group is different. And something that I didn't mention during the presentation was that, you know, we don't allow signage for groups. You know, we don't want our other guests to feel like they're on someone else's voyage, like they've just kind of, they're guests on their voyage. They want to feel like they're on their own voyage and everyone else does. So there is no signage, there's no name tags, there's no hospitality desk that's out in the open. So we really try to minimize the exposure to the other groups. So that's why we have that in place right now.
Okay.
I'd like to ask you, what is the relationship between you all and the Marriott Corporation? Do they wholly own this company, or are they partners, or are you just using their branding? What is the relationship there?
Want me to take it, Andrea?
Yeah, you can take it.
Yeah. So this one is what we call a manchise, a managed franchise. Okay. So unlike a franchise relationship where you're just taking the name and licensing it, we have basically 3 entities that form our management team, our corporate board, which is a portion is Marriott, a portion is our financial investor, Oaktree Financial in Europe, and then our CEO and a former CFO, who are also part owners in the organization as well. So I have, for example, counterparts on the sales and marketing side that I work with for their input, of course, because anything that carries the Ritz-Carlton brand name is near and dear to their heart, and they want to make sure that we aren't doing anything to negatively impact what they've built for so many years. And of course, we have a vested fiduciary interest as well to protect that and deliver on a Ritz-Carlton product. So that's why we call it a manchise.
I love the word.
Yeah.
Are there senior cruise industry professionals in that group at all?
Well, what was wonderful about this relationship is that they know how to bring out luxury hotels, right? They don't only do Ritz-Carlton, they do St. Regis to Edition and everything in between. And when they sought to do this product, they knew they didn't have the expertise in luxury cruise. But when they partnered with our CEO, Doug Prothero, we knew we would bring to the table senior level experienced individuals from luxury cruise, like myself. I was at Crystal and Silversea. David was at Crystal. Andrea comes from Celebrity. Most of our team at Ritz-Carlton Yacht Collection in Miami and in Malta are from luxury cruise. Their team knows luxury hotel, and the intersection works just perfectly.
Well, they're absolutely elegant and beautiful.
Thank you.
Experience looks wonderful to me.
Andrea, a couple more questions have come in. Does Bonvoy status or perks apply to anything related to the guest experience?
I'm going to give that
It
one
will.
too.
So I've been working for the better part of a year on becoming part of the Bonvoy program. It's an extensive discussion that we've been.
Oh, I think we lost your audio, Angela.
Is that better?
There you go.
All of a sudden it went to mute. So I don't know how much you heard, but let me start again. We've been working for the better part of a year to be part of the Bonvoy program. It's an extensive system integration that we would need in order to complete it. We hope to announce it in early fall this year so that individual guests are able to redeem their points as well as earn points. The first phase of the program will be made for individual guests. FIT group bookings will be able to be eligible for it, but not incentive groups and charters. And that's just because of the way that the rates are done. With Marriott, we're going to do that as a future enhancement.
Okay, great. And another question. For a group of 10 to 30 cabins, would we be able to take a meeting room and utilize as a hospitality suite? What about a work staff room?
Yes, we could definitely use the meeting rooms as a hospitality suite. All of our areas that are used for groups are going to be on a first come first served basis. So as long as this is, that we know that you need it, we'll reserve it for you all as your hospitality suite. And then with every 10 suites, you do receive that complimentary suite. So that could be used as a work staff room. Or if you just only need one of the rooms for your hospitality suite and then the other side of the room as your workspace, we can do that too.
Okay, so they just can't be out in the open. You're not going to have, the privacy issue, right?
Right.
And then are the rates quoted all net of commission, or are they commissionable?
They are commissionable. We typically build in 5% into our quotes, but they are customizable, so we can really do whatever is needed.
Okay. Wow. I'm just blown away. I saw part of this yesterday, and I just could not get over how residential this looks.
Yeah.
And we did that purposely. We were hoping to evoke a Ritz-Carlton residence, a little less on the cruisy type environment, a little bit more on an elegant, refined residence type of ship.
I was personally relieved to see a railing there at the back. I was quite worried. And
everybody sees that. We love the Marina beauty shot, but then we always have to point out
is there
it's
a
not
way
like this when we're underway. Yeah. So it actually, one level up in those stairs is actually blocked off when we're underway. So you will not be able to go back there.
That, but yeah, it looked pretty scary, but it's so aesthetically just stunning.
Yeah, thank you.
I also know several of you have asked the question about the 10 to 30 cabins, and I understand that you have to start with policy and try and keep the integrity of your experience for everybody. But is that in cement? Aren't there certain voyages where if you had an open-ended program and 34 couples qualified, can you fudge them 30?
Well, this is what I would tell you. Let us start sailing first in April. The reason why we set that arbitrarily is because unlike at a hotel, where a hotel on land, they can separate convention space. And if there's a group, you'd almost never know it because they're over in a different part of the hotel than the public areas where individual customers might be part of. We don't have that on board the yacht, right? The yacht is, everyone has access to all the space. Yeah. So we didn't think it would be nice if someone walked into, C and it said closed for private function, right? For the same reasons that the images have resonated with you and how it feels very residential, we didn't want it to feel like it was a convention-y type place. So we set this number for now to see how it would go. We like to say for the right incentive group, it works perfectly because if they're there to truly enjoy themselves, have a vacation, they've earned this incentive, or maybe it's a group function in terms of a family that is doing something special, then it's perfect. But if it's vented and you need to have a lot of, the lanyards to signage to team building type visuals, then maybe this isn't the cruise to put it on, or we would look to do it in conjunction with our land-based hotel partners in the Marriott umbrella.
Makes sense. I wanted to kind of open it up a little bit, not to squeeze you, but to not be a deterrent to people out there who have groups that
we understand
size category, but maybe just slightly over. So I would want to not discourage them from making the phone call if they think their group might be slightly larger.
For sure.
All right, good.
And we have groups on the first voyage, so we'll know almost immediately on April 22nd.
All right, Another question, if you charter the boat, can I choose the ports of call?
Absolutely.
That's the best part of charter.
So the best, we do have our own team member, his name is Rob, and he creates amazing itineraries for us. So whenever I do have a client that comes and wants a custom itinerary, Sometimes we have clients that know exactly what they want. Sometimes they are looking for us to make recommendations. So I gather all the information from my client, and I'll give it over to Rob, and Rob creates. I always like to give more than one option. I'll give 3 to 4 itineraries, and then from there we kind of keep working it until it's perfect. So we can include overnights or sailing days, whatever the client would like. So definitely we can pick the ports of call for you guys, or you guys can tell us what you want. Depending on what year we're looking at, it depends on how much flexibility we have. In 2022, we've already, created most of our deployment. So the embarkation and debarkation ports are set, but the in-between ports can be customized. For 2023, it's completely customizable. So we definitely have those options.
Okay. And what is the range of prices to charter?
Yep, so it really varies on the year, on the month that we're going in, the region that we're going in, your commission rate. So it really, really varies, but it can start from 1.4 million and go up from there.
Okay. All right.
I can't type fast enough. I'm typing this to Whitney, but my question. Rates for groups, let's say you have a 10 to 30 cabin incentive program. Can you give, I know that it varies time of year and itinerary, can you give us an estimate? Would one look at your tariff and deduct a certain percentage, or can you give us a range on a per person basis just to give us a framework of what the cost might be? Maybe on a Mediterranean and then on a Caribbean. Do you have that at the top of your head without us holding you to anything?
I want to say from previous quotes that I've been doing, we're looking at about $4,500 on a terrace suite for a Caribbean voyage, and about $52 for a Mediterranean, from the top of my head.
Those 7-day cruise, those are 7-day itineraries?
7-day itineraries.
That's not.
And it's not bad. And then that also is going to include, on an incentive group, it also will include a $300 per suite yacht credit.
Yeah.
And the cocktail party, one 2 hour or 2 1 hours.
And a $300 credit because you include the standard cocktail package and the wine with dinner, right? So that would just be for spa and activities.
That'd be for spa, shore excursions, whatever they'd like.
That's pretty good pricing. That's good, damn good pricing, I think. Thanks.
Does anyone else have a question? This was one of my favorites so far. I had a lot of excitement around this.
Thank you. We're happy to hear that.
Great.
Presentation.
In fact, I forgot to wear my hat.
I know I had my hat, but you can't see it.
My goodness.
How can you girls be eligible for your Maui Jims without a hat?
I had it on earlier for a meeting, and David and Angela asked me, is it hat day? I said, no, I'm getting ready for my webinar.
Yes, exactly. And I was like, well, then I'm going to pull out my hat.
we would love to have you back next week because, the costumes are reason enough to come back every Thursday.
Exactly. That's great.
All right. Well, I just want, Andrea, I just want to thank you so very much. This was fantastic. I love the walkthroughs. I love the video. I think that really puts people in those spaces. It's a great element of your presentation. And I know that just from all the comments, you'll see everyone was just wowed. They were just wowed, so thank you for being here. And I know it's going to be valuable for everyone. Now I'll turn it over to Kelly McAllister. Where are you? There you are.
I think that Andrea has a gift, and I don't know if Andrea, are you and Kelly collaborating and giving your gift to the same person, or are you going to do 2 different gifts?
Maybe we do 2, because in my eyes, I think there's 2 winners.
Okay, well, you might need to be chatting with Kelly Mack about that, but we're going to let you go first. Has everyone, first of all, who wants to be considered for our All-In Award this week, has everybody spoken up and been seen, so we're not leaving anyone out? Okay. Go ahead, Andrea. What do you think?
All right. I think, you know, two fabulous ladies really stepped it up. And I think Catherine West and Candy Fagan really just brought it all in today.
And would you tell them, are you giving 2 of these lovely gifts?
No, I will. I think we can. I can arrange giving out 2 of them. So it's a 3-in-1. So we have a. Oh, can you see it?
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm gonna turn off my virtual background. I'm sorry for
Yeah,
my.
it kind of disappears. Yeah.
It's my kitchen, so I'm
It's
sorry.
a magic present. It has transparent. It's a transparent bag.
Nope, that's not it. Sorry. 1 second. So we're gonna take off my virtual background. Okay. Welcome to my living room. So we have a Ritz-Carlton Yacht Collection tote bag. I can tell you that we all have one in the office and we love it. We take it everywhere we go.
Yes, we do.
And it also comes with a Ritz-Carlton notebook. It has the Ritz-Carlton Yacht Collection note, and it's leather and it's beautiful and we love it. And it also is going to come with you can't see what's inside of it, but it is a wine kit. It's a beautiful black kit with the Ritz-Carlton Yacht Collection logo, and there is a wine opener and a cork stop and some other little tools in there. So that'll come in the bag.
Thank you very much.
So please send your addresses to Whitney so Whitney can get
Congratulations.
those. Congratulations.
Thank you for having us.
Okay, Kelly, take it away. It's your stage.
Well, if I am doing today runner up, I think that I hit the jackpot because ginger ale in the corner over here to me was just a really inspired, awesome outfit. And I could even tell, like, because I know Kara well, that she's added some like bodily enhancements to really sell the part too.
Cannot use
So
it.
she was all in and can be a flotation device too.
My mom said that Ginger was really curvy, so.
Can we see Ginger full screen just for a moment, please? Kara.
I can send a picture.
Nice little goodie.
So cute.
You guys. Oh my goodness.
Always good to have flotation devices at sea.
I see everybody. I'm going to be so Maui Jimmed out. Kelly will be so happy with me.
I think Kara's got a wardrobe of Maui Jims now because she brings it pretty much every week, her and Kathy West both. And gosh, Candy, thank you so much for the effort. So glad to see you fully in too. Yeah, 2 things. Please send me a selfie. Honestly, we have to post this tomorrow and I need those pictures, particularly you colorful ones, Kara. Kathy, you in front of that backdrop, so precious. Candy, could you please send me a selfie? And anyone else, Anne usually does it. We want anybody and everybody to be on the Facebook family post tomorrow. And it is my pleasure to announce that next week it's going to be super exciting. We're going to have our friend Lindsay Baylog back. She is with the Virgin Limited Edition collection of hotels and resorts. We're going to take another trip to the Caribbean, and we're going to be able to explore not only Necker Island, but Richard Branson's private estate over on Mosquito Island. So I don't know, bring your Gilligan outfit back next week. It's going to be super fun. Necker Island is legendary. It's a perfect venue for a small incentive, and we are really super excited to have Lindsay back with us next week. So join in, everybody.
This was a fantastic presentation. Thank you very much.
Thanks for having us.
Thank
you all.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone from the Team Ritz-Carlton. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you being here.
Our pleasure.
Thank you.
Bye.